everyone. Today I wanted to share with you some layouts that I have been working on. And this is one of the layouts that I have been working on. And the paper line that I use today is by NQ Boutique, called Out of This World. The rosette die that I use is by MFT Stamps. And then I just cut out a circle here. This is actually like a little scallop circle. And then I did another circle. And then I adhered a button on here. And I used some green floss. Then I used a EK Success punch that I got the other day. Just because I haven't been doing any haul videos don't mean I haven't been shopping. And I used this EK Success border punch down here. I used some Coordinations paper down the bottom. And this is the same paper line that I used to do the layout with. I use my Debtor's Distress It All to go around the sides of this paper and also this one to give it like a little distressed look. And then I also use the Debtor's Distress It All tool, and then I put the ink around it. And I put a number 2 because he was 2 at the time. And then right here I used my Cricut cartridge. And I use the kitchen one to make this little tab. And I just adhered that on here with breads. And then this was a sticker that I had, perfect. And then I put the word child right here for the border. And for this border right here, I used my Spellbinders. This one was the triangle ones, the Shapeabilities, I believe it is. And I used my MFT Dynamics to make the scallop circles and the regular circles right here. And then I used the MFT typewriter stamps to spell out the word child. And right here I have this adhered to some eyelets and ribbon. The ribbon was like a baby blue color. But what I did is, because I wanted it a darker blue, I used my Tim Holtz Distress inks. And this is the Faded Jean. I used that to make it darker. So I just took the actual ink pad and I just rubbed it over the ribbon. And that made it a dark blue. And then I used my MFT dies, my rolled die, to make the flower that is right here at the end. Which I love the MFT dies. I love them so much. And then I just adhered this with breads. And this was actually from the same collection, Out of This World by NQ Boutique. And on the opposite sides, either you can use the sayings or you can use the journaling. So over here, I'll write something later. But I distressed it with the Tim Holtz ink, the same one that I dyed the satin ribbon with. And then I just distressed the edges here, just to give it like a worn look. So that is what I did on this layout. And then I used the Martha Stewart Raindrop Punch for the border right here. And then I just used strips of paper for the top portion from that same paper line. For my next layout, this was a picture that my son took at school. And it's a Happy Holidays at the top. And the paper actually came with these items on the back of it. The only thing I did was I did cut out these pages. And this is by Die Cuts with a View. This is their Christmas stack from last year. And then I cut out some buttons and adhered it to right here. I cut out the little buttons from the paper and then right here. And I just adhered that on here. And then I used my MFT fishtail dies. And then I used the typewriter stamp for this one as well. And then I just used some ribbon and eyelets to attach it. And then I used my MFT rolled. No, this is actually the flower die. This is the flower one that I used. And I used that with felt. I cut that out with felt. And then I just cut out some of the gifts from the Die Cuts with the View paper stack. And then I used this embellishment right here that came with the chipboard box. And then the next page, say Christmas. And then I used the MFT rolled flowers here. And I attached another one here with hot glue. And then I just used a strip from the paper stack. I just put that here to the bottom. And then I used the same MFT rosette die that I used in the other layout. And then I just adhered a circle and then a button right there. And then I used a Martha Stewart snowflake punch for the snowflake edge. And then up here, I just used a strip of the paper that came with the collection from the Die Cuts with the View Christmas stack from last year. And then these are Martha Stewart snowflakes right here. And then I just actually punched out 2 of them. And then this is one of the Recollections clear flat back pearls right here. It was like 200 in those little bottles. What I did was I used my Daubers paint and I colored it green to go with the layout. So that's why I like to buy the clear ones, because you can paint them whatever color that you want to color them. And then on the top, I used my Cricut cartridge. I believe it was the Old West to make the 2007, because this is in 2007. So that is what I used for my layouts. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me. But those are the 2 projects, well, the 3 layouts that I've made in the last couple of weeks. So that one, this one. Oh, and I forgot I used a Prima flower here, and then I used my the Imagine This bread maker here to make a bread. And then I use some glossy accents over there. And then I just use the bread here also all over your bread. So those are the layouts that I made. And thank you for watching my video, and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.